Hi everyone, I'm Miss Sarah from the Innisfil Idea Lab and Library, and welcome to our kitchen science program today. So we're going to make some really fun science experiments just using some simple ingredients that you should have in your kitchen. So you should have a list of fun things to grab and access to a sink and kitchen, and let's get started making some experiments together. Alright, so for the first experiment we're going to make some oobleck. So you should have a large bowl, a measuring spoon, something to mix with, and some cornstarch. You'll also need access to water and food coloring if you feel like making it a fun color. So the first step is to get our cornstarch. I'm going to take about a cup of cornstarch in my measuring spoon here, get it all over the counter. It's the fun about kitchen science. You get a little bit messy. So I'm just gonna put that in my bowl. And then I'm gonna take a cup of water and I'm just gonna start slowly adding it and mixing it a little bit more until we get the consistency that we are looking for. So the consistency for oobleck kind of looks a little bit like glue when it's in your bowl. You can see it there. Sometimes it's easier to mix with your hand too. So I ended up using about half a cup of the water and 1 cup of the cornstarch. So now when you pick it up, you should have some sticky oobleck. So the thing about oobleck is it looks like liquid in the bowl. But when you pick it up, you can squish it together and it kind of becomes a solid, but then it liquefies back in the bowl. I think I'm going to do a couple drops of blue and I'm going to mix it up, make some blue oobleck. Ooh, that's a nice color. So there's my blue. And now you can have lots of fun playing with some sticky, goopy oobleck in your kitchen. All right, so for our next experiment, we're gonna make some cornstarch dough, which is kind of like Play-Doh, but using cornstarch just like we did before. So for this, you're gonna need your bowl again, half a cup scoop, a third a cup scoop, some cornstarch, of course, and some dish soap, and then some water as well. So the first thing we need is half a cup of cornstarch. Add into the bowl, and then a third cup of dish soap. Add that in, and then we just need a little tiny bit of water, and then we'll mix that together and see if that's the right consistency for some dough. The dish soap I'm using is orange scented, so it smells pretty nice. So I'm just going to keep on adding cornstarch at this point and see if we can get it to the consistency. That's the best part about science, is it's all about experimenting. Now that it's kind of clumpy, I'm going to start using my hands to mix it together. Oh yes, this feels pretty fun and sticky. It's kind of turning a little bit blue because I still have blue on my hands from the last experiment. This consistency is a little bit like Play-Doh, but a little bit like slime at the same time, so it feels pretty cool. It's nice and shiny. How it flattens out in my hand like dough. It's very sticky. Very fun to play with. So you can keep on adding cornstarch if you want. If you want it a little bit less sticky. I kind of like the sticky texture though. And now you can experiment with what you've created. So I'm going to put it on the spoon and see what happens. It kind of falls off the side. Ooh, how stretchy can it be? It behaves a little bit like oobleck because we're using cornstarch and water. But the dish soap makes it shinier and stretchier, easier to mold with. And this is a really fun one to play with. I think I might like this texture better than the oobleck. You guys can let me know which one you like better so far. All right, so I'm gonna get this one cleaned up and get ready for next experiment. All right, now we're going to make some colorful foam, which is going to be really fun. So we need our clean bowl once again, some dish soap, some food coloring, some water, and some measurement spoons. So I need 2 tablespoons of soap. 1 scoop in there, 2 scoops in there. Then I'm gonna get a 1/4 cup of water and dump that right on top. And then a drop of red food coloring, that sounds fun. Then I'm going to use a fork to kind of just mix it together and make up some foam. This is a little bit time consuming, but I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Alright, so now that I'm done whipping it all together, you'll see I have some ready pink foam to play with. So you can do lots of different colors if you want, mix them together and see what happens, but now you should have some really fun and soft foam. Wonder what would happen if I put a little bit of blue and mix that up. So this experiment has showed then we can actually make some purple foam if we mix the red and blue together. You can make a whole bunch of different colors and make a whole rainbow if you want and swirl them together. But it's some nice soapy fun to play with in the kitchen. Thanks so much for joining me for some science experiments in the kitchen today. Feel free to let me know which one was your favorite. I hope you had a lot of fun and we will see you again soon. Bye!